Hey y'all, this is Marla K. Got a story for you from centralbank.com. It came out on June the 14th, and it is about Fintech in the central bank. So it says the central bankers warn of systemic cyber risk. So I'm sharing this, and I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on right now to say that I personally believe you do not have to believe what I think. You do not have to follow along with with the way that I think. I'm just giving you my 2 cents. But I'm going to share the story with you. But I'm going to also give you my 2 cents. I think this is going to be the way that these folks are able to steal whatever money you have in the bank, which is why it's going to be essential that you buy the things that you need with your money. Try not to leave a whole lot of money in the bank that can be taken, and the excuse can be hacker stole it, or it's been held for ransom, or some other excuse, because there are a lot of things that are going on right now with cyber attacks. I have another story that I'm going to share with you in a little bit about two of the U.S. Nuclear um, uh, facilities that maintain nuclear waste were hacked, and they have received ransomware. They have ransomware in their systems, and so they are um, getting notices now. So that's just one more thing that we have to worry about. Um, just a lot of things that are going on. So pay attention to the things that are getting attacked. Pay attention to the notices that are saying things are going to happen. Keep in mind that last year the Vatican called in all their money, and it had to be in by September. And I want to say they did it around this time of the year last year. It was around June or July, because they had a couple of months to get that money in. I want to say like 90 days, close to 4 months. So if you know how these folks work who work in the occult, and in these dominant society groups and secret society groups, they do things with signs, symbols, and codes, and they do give you a heads up. So it's not like it's a big secret. There are some things that are going to be a secret, but like stuff like this, like they've been talking about this cyber pandemic since forever. So it's apparently time for the cyber pandemic. And so we need to be ready for the cyber pandemic. They talked about it in January at the little conference in Davos. And so now here we are getting ready to have the cyber pandemic, right as, July 1st comes and it's time for FedNow to go online. So y'all can expect shenanigans. I should hope you are expecting shenanigans. But the takeaway from this is to understand that they're playing with your money. They're getting ready to play with your money. They're announcing, telegraphing to us that something is going to happen, and it's going to impact the entire system. So it says central bankers warn that cyber risk could become a systemic issue for the financial sector. So that means around the globe, because all these financial sectors are connected, because the US dollar is the global currency, and the West runs all the money. If you understand about how the West truly controls all the money, or how all the money flows, and most of the money in the world, and most of the governments in the world, then you understand this is a significant story. Cyber risk is one of the most pressing, if not the most pressing concern confronting our financial system right now, an official from a central bank in Asia said at the central banking summer meetings today, which was on June 14th. It is a source of systemic risk if not properly managed. The person who oversees technology risk and supervision said threats are emanating from state-sponsored actors. So they don't want to share no more of the little funky story, but I just want to show you that they are preparing for something big, and we need to be ready for it. So I'm going to see if I can find another story that's not blocked per se. Um, So I don't have anything recent. That was the only one notice. And as you can see, as I go through these stories, let me look for news before I check it. Yeah, so there was only one story about the central banking summit and the risk of the cyber warning. So as you can see, I've been looking for other sources for that, and nobody's really talking about it. So that's the other reason that I wanted to talk about it, because it was like a hidden, a buried story. And so understand that things are happening. And I say these little meetings are just basically to finalize, make sure all the things are a go before they let loose whatever they're going to let loose, because they are ready. They have everything in place ready to bring the beast system online. And we've been talking about the beast infrastructure. So it should be no surprise that something big happens, or a couple of big things happen. Lots of disruptions happen. People, be chaotic. The savior is going to come on the scene, and then the new system is going to go live, and then things are going to change forever. Your money won't be worth anything. So again, I implore you to continue prepping, continue praying, continue thinking about all the things you will need in the event there's a 10-day, a 2-week, a month infrastructure crisis or shutdown, or whatever happens. You need to be happy. You need to be prepared for things that happen that day and that night. You need to be prepared for not leaving your home if you don't have to. You need to be thinking about all the necessities that you and your family may need, creature comforts, snacks. Although I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend, if you do anything, prepare your own stuff. Make your own potato chips. Try to eat as much natural whole things as possible, because a lot of this processed stuff that we eat, potato chips and popcorn and things in bags and boxes, that stuff is not like it used to be. It is making us sick. It is elevating our blood pressure. It is doing something to our bodies. So as you think about these things too, think about how you're going to detox. You'll need to have plenty of water, things to clean your system out. Uh, Check out my video on Rumble, about things that you can do to detox, to get some things that they're putting in food now out of your body. They have lots more sodium. Packages are smaller, but it's got way more preservatives in it. So, if you're thinking about snacks, think about things that you can do that are natural or healthy or more wholesome. And even if you do eat the bad stuff, try to detox regularly. Drink a lot of water. Try to detox, because now we're taking a risk on if we eat the things that they have snuck stuff into, let's say that, and it makes us sick, then we have to use the healthcare system, and that's the whole goal anyway, just to try to milk us to death, like literally. So do what you can. Spend your money if you have money. If you can, buy some gold and silver, put away, assets, so that you can have whatever you need. If you need to, um, pay mortgages, you can pay your mortgages with gold. They changed the law a couple of years ago, where banks will accept your gold if you need to pay your mortgage. If our dollars are not good, currency of gold and silver will be good and accepted by banks. So don't get caught with not having any money if you have mortgages and bills that you have to pay. You owe banks. Be able to conduct your business. If you have, money in savings, and you got a lot of money, you like sitting looking at it, let me tell you, you better be trying to spend it, because it's going to be taken. I don't know if you paid attention to that story in California back in 2021 during they went into this storage facility and took like $100 million worth of people assets from their security boxes. The safety deposit boxes, and they won't give the money back. It's 2023, and the people weren't charged for a crime. They didn't have any reason. Nobody's gotten any good reason. They're gonna confiscate a lot of people's stuff. So if you got it someplace where they can access it, might as well say you don't possess it and you can't control it. So get your assets in a position to where you can control it. If it's not in your hand, you don't control it. Listen to the central banks because they're telegraphing to their people. They ain't talking to us because they want us to be scammed. But I don't want you to be scammed. So that's why I'm telling you and trying to give you some, uh, you can say conspiracy theories, but they just ain't happened yet. I'll just say that. The plan has been laid out, and people are already talking about it. People who are not down with the program, but who have inside information and inside scoops, have been talking about what their plans are for decades. So, no, the money is going to be called in, or it's going to be just deemed no good. The de-dollarization is happening. They got all these countries ready to join BRICS or a part of BRICS, and so they are ready to flip this world upside down. And I don't want y'all to be caught off guard. So do what you can to continue to prep. Get your stuff in your house, get your food, get your clothing, buy things that are bigger. If you got children and they're little children, you need to buy a couple of years of worth of clothes, bigger sizes, coats, underwear, things like that. Just really, really sit down and start thinking about what you're going to need, not just for the next couple of months, but even for the next couple of years. If you're good and grown and you ain't planning on growing no more, you probably won't need as much. But if you have young children, they're not going to stop growing. So you're going to have to figure out how you're going to clothe them. You're going to have to buy underwear. You need hygiene products. Just a lot of different things. Shoes, that's going to be huge. So just make sure you do whatever you got to do, even if you got to go thrifting. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're proactive and continually working as long as we can, as long as there's daylight, as long as our money is good, as long as we have some freedom. We still have another day to plan and prepare, because when the system goes down, it's going down. All right, y'all, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Consider subscribing to my Odyssey and Rumble channels in the event this channel goes down. Hit that bell notification so that you can get all the notifications every time I upload something that is of importance. I don't like to waste your time. I'm all about, talking about things that impact African American Black people. If you'd like to support the channel, links are in the description. If you'd like to keep in touch with me in the event that I'm booted off of all social media platforms, video social media platforms, I do have a Instagram account and a Facebook account. The links are in the description, although I will admit I don't use them that frequently because I'm so censored everywhere. I just find it's just, to me, taxing now. So I just use one platform, and that's primarily YouTube, because it generates the biggest viewership. I guess that's the best way to say it. So again, keep prepping, y'all. Time is getting short. Keep praying, because when I don't see no way out for us, we trapped. So you got to do your due diligence. You got to work. Don't be afraid. Don't be fearful. Don't panic. You just got to work, and you can't stick your head in the sand, because sticking your head in the sand is not going to help you. When the system turns, there's no help coming. And if they do offer you help, trust me, you're not going to want it. Don't get on the bus. Don't take the food box. Don't sign up for nothing, because when you do, you're going to get more than you saw. All right, y'all, this is Marley K, and I am out of here.